Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. All right, man. Glad to have you back. All right. A little late night riding. Sometimes you got to get out and ride, man. It's a little dark. How y'all feeling? It's all good.
You're in good hands with Oak Stick.
All right, man. Yeah, listen. I felt the need to, reply quickly, cause I got a response, and somebody said I seemed like I was mad in the last video I did, where I said the name of that video is called Raw Misunderstood Passion. And please listen to me. Hear me, please. Hear me, please. All right? Please don't mistake. Please don't mistake Please don't mistake my passion for anger. Please don't do that. How many people in real life get be frustrated with their children, but they love their children? You get what I'm trying to say, man. All right? A lot of us do. So that's just a way I'm trying to explain it to you. I get frustrated with a lot of people, but I love people, man. If I ain't love people, listen to me. If I ain't love people, you think I be on the internet trying to tell these people something, man? I done did this for you. I done did this, bro. Ain't nothing good. Ain't nothing good from it. I hate being on the internet. You have no idea. This is why I don't even have a social page, man. I barely talk to people in real life, let alone on a social site. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, brother. Some stuff you just gotta grow out of. You know? I done growed out of a lot of stuff, man. You know? Now, with that being said, I'm not angry. I get frustrated. You know, the response that I had got. Yeah, on our page, you already know we don't broadcast the people who send us their messages. We don't screenshot their pages. We don't do none of that, cause it's bigger than that. You ain't gotta put nobody on Front Street. You ask the question, we gonna answer your question the best way we can. But we ain't gonna blow you up to the world. Nah. You ask the question, we answer the question. Now, I got frustrated. I told you I'm gonna always answer the questions, whether I like what you're saying or not, whether I feel like you've been funny or not. I'm not. But I'm human. I get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? With certain things that people say. Man, sometimes my thing is this. That's real religion when folks can respond to something they see, but never took the time to go actually look up what you're talking about. Now, if you go actually take time and look up what I'm talking about, then you will understand what I'm saying. It's facts. You can't prove me wrong. You can't prove me wrong. Now, the whole key to that video that I posted on Christmas Day was this. Every story that's in your Bible, majority, let's say it like this, the majority of the stories that's in your Bible came out of ancient Egypt. Now, if you too religious, or you're too Christian, or you're too Muslim, or you're too Hebrew, you're too Moorish Science Temple, you're too 5%er to go check that out, then you don't know what I know. You know, all you gotta do is go check it out. Now, I said that I was retranslating it for you right in front of your face. What's the first story in the book? First story in the King James Bible that you know about is God creating the heavens and the earth. All right. That story is Nut and Geb. That's the creation of the planets. It's also the story of Adam and Eve. Nut being the female counterpart, Geb being the male counterpart, because he's from the ground. All these videos is on my page. You can check them out. He's from the ground, just like Adam was made from the dirt. That's the Adam and Eve story and the creation story, okay? Now, what's the next story? The story of Cain and Abel. All right. That's the story of Osiris. Osiris and his brother Set. Osiris and Set. Set killed Osiris, just like Cain killed Abel. They were brothers. Now, if you go read the volumes of Adam and Eve, you found out that Cain and Abel was born with sisters. Cain had a sister he was born with. Abel had a sister he was born with. Well, you go look at the original stories of Osiris and Set. Osiris had Isis. Set had Nephthys. They was born in sets, the same. All right? That's the story of Cain and Abel. What story you have next? You have a story about a man named Abraham who God made a covenant with in the Bible. Okay. In the Bible, it just specifically shows you that Abraham was wealthy. But they don't explain to you where Abraham got his wealth from. So in the book of Joshua, it talks about a man named, listen, Rekayim. All you got to say is Abraham. Rekayim, Abraham. Abraham in the Bible, Rekayim in the book of Joshua. And he was a Hyksos, a white person. If you don't know that, that's who he was. All right? That's your Abraham in the Bible. Started in ancient Egypt first. His name was Rekayim. You go from there. Who you get? You get the story of Joseph. They said Joseph was a Hebrew or a Hyksos. In the Bible, they call him once, and I speak in the way that I studied it so you can understand. In the Bible, they want you to know that Joseph is a Hebrew. Well, you look up that, you'll find out he was a Hyksos according to the Bible. But the real story of Joseph comes from a pharaoh named Joseph, silent D. He was an Egyptian. Now, the reason why I'm showing you all of these Egyptian stories, because ancient Egypt came way before Christianity. These stories existed before Christianity was even thought of. And it ain't just about ancient Egypt. These people were black. Now, and you talk about Osiris. Osiris is where they get the whole resurrection story from that they try to give to Christ. Look it up. Osiris, Osar. That's the story, the resurrection story. You look up a book. Look up a book called Osiris and the Egyptian Resurrection. Go online, find a free PDF, download it, and see that they was practicing everything they tried to give to Christ. They was doing it with Osiris. The resurrection. Osiris and the Egyptian Resurrection. Look it up. Now I'm trying to make sure I covered everything. Now, I told people if you interested in reading from Genesis to Malachi in that King James Bible, those are the books you can read. I proved, whether you know it or not, go and look at the videos. When they talk about King David in the Bible, King David was Akhenaten. When they talk about King Solomon in the Bible, King David in the Bible had a son named Solomon. Well, when you look up Akhenaten, you find out he had a rich son named Tutankhamun. These are stuff that I'm showing you on my page. You can go study and look it up. Now, if you ain't too religious to look at the truth and see it for what it is, the Bible is, and I will repeat it over and over again, the Bible is an Egyptian book that has been retranslated and changed. It's a black people's book, man, that came out of the land of black folks. Now, When you get to what you call your New Testament, they came up with the New Testament so they could push this new thing on you. The new thing they wanted to push on you was a white guy named Jesus. You can believe what you want to believe. Now, for those who really want to go in depth, there's a teaching on my page called The Egyptian Warrior Prophet. And I explain to you, just like they tell you about a man named Jesus being on the Mount of Olives, that was an Egyptian, a black man on the Mount of Olives. At the same time, they say that this so-called Jesus was preaching, there was a black man on the Mount of Olives with 30,000 followers, sharpening their swords. Now, I'm telling you, man, that black man, that Egyptian, he did not get caught. He got away from them. He didn't ascend into no heaven. He just got away. Now, there's nobody coming back through the sky. There's nobody for you to be fearful of. And what's the point of me telling you about a third eye getting open? The third eye, when it comes open, man, that's when you're going to obtain your power. So you can understand why I keep showing the eye in space. Yeah, man, because that's God looking at us. God is right here. And y'all showing y'all tail. You're showing your butt, and God right here looking at you. Huh. You're ashamed of yourself, man. Yeah. But with that being said, I gotta go. All right, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Stay in contact with us, so you always know when we got something hot dropping. And we always dropping something hot.